Hey, what's up guys? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about one of the best private alternatives to Twitter. Hey guys, just a reminder to check out vpntierlist.com. If you want to help support the channel, I recommend visiting my website using Brave. It's a great browser for privacy advocates. And if you guys visit vpntierlist.com by downloading Brave and using it by going to brave.com/tom352, you can help support the channel. So once you have Brave installed and ready to go, you can check out vpntierlist.com. It's a collection of all my ratings on the channel, and you're going to find lots of helpful information here on how to choose a VPN. Anyways, back to the video. Now, Twitter is a heavily centralized platform dedicated to making money and serving as kind of a platform to generate money just from collecting people's data, serving up ads, and taking your user information and kind of doing whatever they want with it. Now, Twitter is one of the biggest social media platforms out there, but in a lot of ways, it's not always been regarded as, one of the hallmark kind of social media platforms. It's kind of become more of a platform for like celebrities, presidents, I guess, influencers and stuff like that. But not everyday people are just kind of using it amongst their friends, I don't think. Nowadays, more people are using Instagram or just talking to each other on Discord and these other kind of applications. It's not really meant for that necessarily. But I do think that as a platform idea, tweeting out little things, kind of following people, kind of making a community does have some merit. But I think the problem with Twitter itself is that since it's so heavily centralized and controlled, it doesn't really have that good of a sense of a community. There's not that many groups or anything on there. There's not any kind of specific interest or personalized kind of ways to recommend or find people who you might like. It's just kind of chaotic. There's so much spam. There's so many people to follow. People just kind of trying to promote themselves. And it kind of just feels like a popularity contest. It's not necessarily that good of a social network in a lot of ways. It's just kind of a way for popular people to kind of tweet things, or even businesses use it a lot of the time as well. So I think there are some ways for Twitter or some other alternative to have some really good aspects to it. And let's take a look at Mastodon. So you could go to Mastodon by joinmastodon.org. And what is it exactly? Well, it's basically kind of like a network of different servers that kind of congregate together, but also operate independently on open source software that anyone can install on a server. So it's independent operation, independent rules, independent communities, but that they can't interact with each other and have their own kind of self-governance. So none of these servers are centralized. They're centralized only in this aspect of each server has its own authority or people who create it. So as you can see here, there's stuff like Libertalia World. It's like some kind of pirate, maybe role-playing thing. There's an Italian-speaking instance based in Bologna. Some other ones you could dedicate yourself to or join communities based in STEM. And they even have one that it's just like the Mastodon servers creators themselves. Like I think it's like social Mastodon or something like that. You could join that one as well. So there's all these different servers and all these different ways to interact with people, form communities, make your own community. It would be cool to have a Tom Spark one, for example. I don't know if I have the time to kind of moderate or make it, but it is pretty cool. All you're gonna need really is Ubuntu operating system. You're gonna need some kind of technology back end there. It's not really too hard to do if you put some time into it, but it is a pretty cool platform. So I pretty much just joined Mastodon.social. It's like their kind of Twitter. The people who created like this kind of network, they created their own little instance or own little server, and you could just join that very easily, make a profile, and this is kind of what it looks like. Like I said, it's kind of like, oh, here's my tweet, or here's my toot. So it's a toot. So it has a very similar interface to Twitter. It's got a nice dark interface. So it's got a lot of the same functionality, a limit of 500 words. You could DM people, favorite people, make lists and stuff like that. I do think you could follow people and stuff like that as well. But like I said before with Twitter, it's so centralized that this is the opposite. It has separate communities that are operated independently, but can interact with each other if they want to, or if they don't want to, they don't have to. You could create your own if you want. So that's pretty cool that, you don't have to listen to Twitter's rules. If you want to just create your own Mastodon server here, you can pretty much do whatever you want with it, which is really nice. However, I do think that Mastodon did get some it did kind of remove a lot of neo-Nazi stuff and stuff like that. So that stuff might be not as welcome on the platform. So if you're like a far right person, then maybe don't use it. But for everyone else, it provides a pretty cool option for independent servers that can kind of operate on their own and make kind of like these close-knit communities and stuff like that to interact with people at a kind of large scale, kind of like on a Twitter basis. So anyways, guys, Mastodon is pretty cool if you want to check it out. You can follow me at Tom Sparky on mastodon.social, or if you want to join some other Mastodons, or if you want to make your own, that would be cool as well. I just thought you guys might be interested in a more private, open source version of Twitter, and that's pretty much what Mastodon is. Anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments down below if you want to see other kind of content like this. I may be talking about some Facebook alternatives very soon, so stay looking out for that, and I'll see you in the next video very soon.